Welcome to Ballet Bites. Today we're diving deep into two titans of technique, and Balanchine. Let's get into it.
I'm all in on this. Comparing these approaches is like exploring two distinct universes of movement, right?
Exactly. In the Cecchetti Method, you get a structured, progressive approach. Weekly lessons that emphasize precise alignment, uniform timing, and that clean, detailed épaulement. It's like painting with a very measured brushstroke, if you will.
Yeah. And then there's Balanchine, dialing it up to a whole different tempo, with deep plie, forward-planted weight, and bursts of speed that make you feel like you're watching a bolt of lightning on stage.
Right, so starting with the basics, when it comes to the ankles and feet, Cecchetti drills, those crisp tendus and dégagé sequences, yield that even-centered strength across the metatarsals. This results in super clean relevés and a defined fifth.
While Balanchine switches things up by encouraging a fast twitch response, deep plie combined with a slightly forward weight makes the foot act like a spring, priming you for those dart-like dégagés and explosive jetés.
Absolutely. And, it's like comparing a metronome to a heartbeat. He sets a steady, precise rhythm, whereas Balanchine injects rapid dynamism to keep that allegro blazing.
Yeah, it's a fascinating contrast. One method builds a technical baseline, and the other challenges the body to move at lightning speed while still looking musical.
Now, turning to question 2. How do dancers cross-train to bridge the gap between these styles? The key is balancing speed with clarity. For a Cecchetti dancer stepping into Balanchine rep, you need drills that boost elastic rebound and foot speed.
For sure, it's like training your muscles to react faster without losing that structural integrity.
Exactly. Think metronome tendus, doing 4 sets of 8 at increasing BPMs, and finishing with a 5th that really books your form. Then adding low-amplitude plyometrics, such as ankle hops, line jumps, and even single-leg pogos, helps condition that rapid response.
And then you've got forward in space drills, relevés walks with a gentle torso pitch, combined with deep plie. It's almost as if you're teaching your body to transition smoothly from slow, controlled movements to those bursts of Balanchine speed.
Absolutely. And then there's the use of Pilates and Gyrotonic. These cross-training modalities really help bridge both worlds. Pilates sharpens your axial alignment and hip dissociation, while Gyrotonic builds that 3-dimensional back mobility without collapsing your rib cage.
Right. It's like having a toolbox for every nuance. Each exercise targets a specific gap between the two techniques.
But, I wonder, don't you sometimes feel that too much cross-training might blur the unique qualities of each style? I mean, can you really have a dancer who's all things without losing the integrity of either approach?
You raise a solid point. It's a balancing act. While the aim is to build versatility, too much mixing up might dilute the refined details that each discipline stands for. But I think with proper programming, you can preserve and even enhance that uniqueness.
Agreed. It's not about merging the two completely, but rather allowing dancers to adapt, ensuring their technique can shift based on the repertory demands.
Exactly. And that brings us neatly to question 3. Why do companies cast for one look over the other?
Yes, company identity is huge. Take New York City Ballet with its Balanchine heritage. They prize speed, elongated lines, and that off-balance attack. Then you have companies steeped in the classical tradition, where Cecchetti's clarity, precision in épaulement, and neat port-de-bras are the hallmarks.
And it's really about the historical repertory too. A company with a strong tradition in Cecchetti would naturally lean into the pure architectural quality of Cecchetti.
Exactly right, and that impacts auditions as well. Dancers are encouraged to showcase versatility in reels. One segment might highlight the crisp, refined lines of a Cecchetti-based variation, while another might burst with Balanchine-style speed and musicality.
It's like sending a multi-tool to an audition. Casting directors can see your ability to switch gears depending on what the repertory demands.
Yeah, even factors like costume aesthetics and stage scaling play a role. Big theaters love projection. A lean, dynamic Balanchine piece projects differently from a nuanced, classical Cecchetti performance.
Right on. And then question 4. How do dancers adapt when switching, say, from Cecchetti-rooted environments to heavy Balanchine settings and vice versa?
Well, transitioning is about reading the house's dialect. In a Balanchine-heavy studio, you need to open up your plie and adopt a forward-leaning quality starting right out of the gate. The working foot must leave and arrive quickly, yet still finish with that precision, like Cecchetti drilled clarity, just in a faster tempo.
It's almost as if you're recalibrating your movements on the fly, essentially speaking two different languages of dance.
Exactly. And in a Cecchetti environment, you might want to build what we could call a placement buffer. You take that extra microbeat to set your shoulders and hips before launching into a pirouette. Your transitions are more measured and squared.
Yeah, it's like switching from ballistic to measured prose. You're rewriting your movement script for each environment.
And don't forget the cues from coaches. For Balanchine, you hear drop to spring, which tells you to treat your plie like a trampoline. For it's place to trace, ensuring every movement is deliberate and squared up.
Exactly. And even footwear plays its part. A slightly harder shank can help with Balanchine's rebound, whereas a more flexible shoe aids in achieving that reclaimed fluidity of Cecchetti.
And rehearing routines on the house Marley is critical before you commit. The floor itself standards your energy return.
Now, talking about an effective weekly plan for versatility, it seems that building that dual engine is the goal. How do you see that structured?
I'd say it's a careful blend. 2 days focused on placement-first technique, with slow adagio and promenade holds. 2 days targeting speed-first classes, short bar, fast center, and 1 day purely for cross-training with Pilates or plyometrics. Plus, 2 dedicated recovery modules that emphasize mobility and breathwork.
That sounds like a rigorous but totally necessary blueprint to harness both worlds.
It really is. The idea is that if you're known for clean, crisp technique, you should work on accelerating your foot speed. And if you're fast, focus on clarifying your movements so your repertoire is as full as possible.
Yeah, it's like constructing an engine where both horsepower and precision matter. Each element, from your breathwork to your calf and Achilles conditioning, plays a role in that overall performance.
Right. And speaking of breath, timing your inhalations and exhalations with your movements, quiet nasal inhales on plie and crisp exhales on push-offs, not only grounds the dancer, but integrates musicality into every step.
So whether you're embodying the stately classicism of Cecchetti or the high-voltage dynamism of Balanchine, it all funnels back to that harmonious control.
Precisely. And at the end of the day, neither approach is inherently better. They're just different lenses. A Cecchetti approach draws a perfect, crisp circle, while Balanchine throws that circle across the stage in a burst of musical energy.
Absolutely. It's about adaptability. A versatile dancer uses both methods like tools from a well-stocked toolbox, ready to switch based on the piece or the show's demands.
And that's the key takeaway. Build the engine you don't have. If you're known for clarity, get faster. If you're fast, work on precision. Your ability to blend these styles not only makes you audition ready, but opens up a wider world of artistic freedom.
May your fifth be pristine and your PK as lightning fast as ever. Cheers to that versatility.
Thanks for being part of this deep dive. Keep honing those techniques, challenge your limits, and let your movement speak for itself, whether like polished marble or electric sparks.
And don't forget to like and subscribe for more ballet bites. Until next time, keep dancing and keep evolving.